Okay, hey guys. So my name is Demetrius, and I'm here to make this video to kind of inform you as to why you should not be a Forex trader. I think we're going to title this video "Stop Forex Trading" or "Don't Do It." And if you kind of listen to what I'm going to explain to you here, you'll get a good understanding why. So I've been a trader for several years now. I've traded lots of different instruments. I've traded stocks, cryptos, options, and pretty much a lot of different things. And Forex trading has been very intriguing. I've been a Forex trader for several years, and I can tell you right now, it's a very challenging and very frustrating sometimes, platform to trade. Nonetheless, it's been very profitable, and there's lots of people. If you watch videos across the internet and places like YouTube, you're going to see people with tons of strategies on them. You should do this, you shouldn't do this, how to trade this, how to get in and out, trade supply and demand, to play all these technical things that you kind of have to understand. And I'm here to tell you, just don't do it. Don't do it. And so what I've learned is to avoid all of the frustrations, all of the challenges that's normally entailed with Forex trading, and to find a simple system, something that's simple that I can say, hey, by the grace of God, I have been forever delivered from Forex trading. And so let's dive into this, and I'll kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm introducing this Akeelah Traders System. And this is a way to finally make Forex simple and make it to the point to where the common person can enter this kind of market, can take advantage of some of the opportunities that are in the market and be profitable. Okay. All right. So trading in the Forex market. First of all, what is Forex trading? What is that? It's the largest trading network in the world. Multiple assets can be traded on the Forex platform. This is everything from currencies, stocks, energies, metals like gold, silver, platinum. All the different cryptos can be traded. At least the vast majority of the large cap cryptos. So the Forex is about an $8 trillion volume day business. And so that's where, a lot of the money that's floating around in the financial markets, a lot of that money is made in the Forex market. So it's a very stable, very solid, huge financial system. It's predominantly controlled by a lot of the large institutions and hedge funds. And it can sometimes be very complex and difficult for most traders to understand. And so generally speaking, people either spend a lot of time in it and are not successful, or they just avoid it altogether. Okay, so how do we overcome some of those challenges? These are a list of some common challenges that people encounter when they're dealing with the Forex market. First of all, it's a steep learning curve. To be successful in this market, you've got to learn a lot of complex, really kind of non-intuitive terms and processes, things like pips and points. You have to understand candlesticks and candlestick patterns and chart patterns, and know a lot of technical analysis things to really be successful in this market. There's also something that the Forex market uses that's unique to Forex, is these lot sizes. And so if you're trading, depending on how much you want to trade, how much money you want to invest, you have to use a certain lot size, 0.1 or 0.01 or 1 or something. And it's not really very intuitive. And so a lot of times people that are in this trading system, they struggle with what am I supposed to trade? And how much am I investing? If I take this trade here, should I be using this lot size or that lot size? So it can be cumbersome unless you really spend the time and understand a lot of those terms. A lot of time that most people just frankly don't have. Poor risk management is another thing Forex traders get caught up into. It's either trading too big or just trading too often, thinking that, hey, I really see this move in the market and I'm going to take advantage of this, and I'm really going to make it big on this particular trade. And it just doesn't work out that way. Emotions, lots of emotions are involved in trading. Fear. People, probably heard the term FOMO, the fear of missing out, and greed. Those are some of the two main driving things that feed the Forex market. And so these large hedge funds and banks and institutions that are primarily controlling the market, that's what they feed on. They feed on people being driven by their emotions and just saying, hey, you know what, I'm gonna, just jump in because I see something, and they know most likely, your emotions are going to get the best of you and you're going to lose that trade. Some other people are following signals. There's tons of Forex groups online. There's groups on YouTube. There's groups on Telegram and places like that they're pretty much sending signals. Hey, if you subscribe to our channel, they're saying, hey, we can send you signals and we can tell you, when to buy this particular asset or when to sell it. The problem with that is if you don't really understand the market, then you don't know whether you're getting to that signal late or whether you're too early, and you don't really know when to get out of that. And being dependent on someone else to send that is just not a good idea at all. Something else, inconsistent trading habits, just not following your plan, not sticking to a trade plan. Most traders will say, hey, I'm going to go in, I trade this kind of setup. When I see this in the market, I take a buy. When I see this, I take a sell. Unfortunately, again, it just doesn't work that way. Usually because emotions and things like that get in, and people find themselves, even experienced traders find themselves taking trades, and it's only after you hit that button to buy or sell that you say, oh man, I know I should not have done that. And so you got to have good, consistent trading habits. And lastly, just a lack of guidance, not knowing what to trade, what assets to trade, what time of days to trade. All these variety of different things just kind of tend to throw people off. So what do we have to do about that? And why do I no longer trade that way? So I can openly and honestly admit that I was that type of Forex trader, have been that type of Forex trader for years. All of those things that I mentioned previously, that was my lifestyle. I would get up in the morning, get to the computer, start to trade, wait for the markets to open and kind of get excited about things and take some trades, maybe get a few wins and then get a little cocky and risk too much money and end up losing. Or have days that I would trade and just spend hours and hours in front of the computer trading, and at the end of the day, either ended up in the negative or with very little profits. And I'm left wondering, how is it that the market was buying today? I was buying today and I lost. How is that? How is that possible? And, so we created this system, called Akeelah, the Akeelah Traders System. And it is an advanced AI system that's designed to help simplify a lot of this trading for us. And so it's comprised of two different elements. There's a trading bot or automated trading system that actually takes the trades. And then there's a trade manager that's built into it. And the manager is kind of the overseer, the one who gets to determine, hey, how much are we risking? Is this a good time to get in? Is this a good time to get out? All these crazy lot sizes and pips and points and all that kind of stuff. This manager does an excellent job of doing all of that for you. So with very little input, it's able to manage trades, for you. And so we've created something we call a REST system. So our REST system is pretty much you can connect with Akeelah and leave the rest to us. So the REST is the first element of that is the risk. Again, consistent risk management. Our system is able to control the risk for every single trade that's taken. It calculates the risk based on your input. You're giving it your input on what your tolerance level is, and it will always consistently trade to that degree and never over leverage. Also, the emotions. Our system has no emotions. Trades are based on solid technical analysis and the tools, the inputs that's in the system, and is never based on fear or greed or revenge trading. The stress is removed. You never have to get frustrated because you missed a trade or you took a loss or you missed somebody else's signal and you see everyone else is commenting, hey, we took this trade and we won, and you're looking like, oh wow, I missed it. Should I get in now? And what, should I leave it alone? All of that kind of stress and just unnecessary emotions that are tied to that. We've got a way to help eliminate that. The last thing is your time. Stop doing what I've done for years and staring at a screen all day and sometimes winning and sometimes losing. But even when you win, if the end result of that is you have to spend all of your time here in frustration and being over anxious and overzealous for things, You know, when the Lord tells us, hey, you should be anxious for nothing, you know, so anxious for nothing means nothing, and trading should not be exempt from that. It's definitely unhealthy. Even if you're being successful in trading, it's unhealthy to be frustrated, be aggravated, get your blood pressure up, you know, being very tense and those kinds of things. So our system is designed to help eliminate a lot of that. Okay. So some benefits of our trader system. What are we doing here, and why is it something that you should, you know, at least take a look at? It's designed to trade multiple assets. I've already mentioned all of the different asset classes that you're able to trade. It trades on the MetaTrader 4 platform, soon to be MetaTrader 5 as well. Included are 5 distinct strategies. And so we have a team of technical traders, people who've been trading for years, who've helped us analyze different trading strategies, analyze you know, market movements, and a bunch of different technical analysis indicators and things like that. And so we've combined all of that knowledge and experience and tested just hundreds of, really probably hundreds of thousands of hours of testing to create some strategies that are proven to be consistent. They require a little bit of input, but proven to be consistent, generally speaking, across multiple assets. And so these 5 different strategies, they can all be used independently, or they can be used in conjunction with one another. And so these strategies can be used across any time frame, and you can adjust time frames independently for each one. Risk can be managed separately, so you can specify for each particular strategy that you want to run which risk, how much risk do you want to have on that. Some of the strategies are a little more conservative, some of them are a little more aggressive. So you can specify that separately. Different trading times can be inputted. We have elements to where you can specify up to 3 different time periods a day based on what time is best to trade your asset. And so you can specify those trade times. Akeelah will automatically start trading at the time you specify, and she'll stop trading at the time that you specify, only looking for opportunities within those times. Or you can have a trade across the you know, 24 hours, the whole time if you choose. There's also multiple other input settings for, you know, more advanced users who understand more about technical analysis. There's some inputs there that you guys can use as well. Okay, so next, the system, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to go back here. Let me pause. Okay, yeah, forgive me for that. So let's just jump to the trade manager. And so what the trade manager is doing, so the bot itself is programmed to passively identify trade opportunities in the market and take those trades in the market. But once we take a trade, I mean, these trades need to be managed. And so the trade manager is the one that keeps a close eye on everything and makes sure that trades are going to give us the most potential for profit. And so when a long or short opportunity is identified in the market, the bot, the actually trade system itself, it takes a move on that. It calls for an entry and it says, hey, I see an opportunity to buy this particular asset. And so once it sees that, the trade manager steps in and says, okay, well, let me take a look at the previous price action, the market. Let me see, where are we in the market right now? And I see you seeing a buy opportunity, but let me kind of analyze this and determine what's the most reasonable place for us to place a stop loss. And if you're not very familiar with this term in trading, just a stop loss is going to be at what point are we going to set an exit for this trade if it doesn't work out in our favor. If it doesn't go the way we're expecting it to go, then when are we going to just cut our losses and say, hey, we're done, we'll try again later. So the system determines what that reasonable stop loss is. From that stop loss, the manager will use the risk that you specify. So you're going to be able to give it inputs and say, you know, based on the size of your account, you're willing to risk, say, 1% of your account per trade, or 5%, or 10%, whatever your risk tolerance is, you're able to give that as an input to the Akeelah system. And the manager from that point will determine, hey, this is a trade opportunity. Here's an opportunity to buy. This is where our stop loss needs to be. And so based on the fact that you told me you want to risk 1% of your account, here's the whole setup for this trade. It'll calculate the lot size, the entry and exit points. It'll calculate automatically where potential take profit targets are and everything. And so once that's once that is active, the trade is active and it's executed, then the manager goes into analysis mode. It's going to be constantly making decisions to try to determine, okay, what are my best risk to rewards here? Is this something I need to hold a little bit, or do I need to get out of this trade? So the next one is some additional aspects of this. I've kind of mentioned this a little bit, but the system uses the consistent risk to reward ratios at the same time. And so if you specify that you want to risk 1% of your account, whenever you take a trade, it's going to risk that same amount every single time. And just that element itself is one, if not the leading reason why most people fail at trading in Forex. It's just inconsistent lot sizes. Sometimes you're going to risk, traders will risk 1% of their account, but then they get excited and get eager and really get cocky, and then they're going to risk 5%, and then they'll risk 2%. And that's the trades that you're going to lose most often are going to be the ones where you risk the most amount. And so we're going to risk the same amount every time. It keeps us from over leveraging and gives you a better opportunity to grow your account over time. I already mentioned the stop losses, entries, take partials, profits, all of that kind of stuff is automatically built into the system. It's designed that if the trade is going in our favor, it will start to take partials on that. It's going to say, hey, I'm holding this trade because I'm expecting it to continue in this upward direction, if I bought. But I'm not going to be foolish. If we get some momentum and it starts to go in my favor, I'm going to take some profits. And I'm going to secure my trade by moving stop losses. Once I hit a certain profit target, that the system will move the stop losses to go and protect that trade from being, actually end up losing. There are exit strategies that are built in. And so even once a trade is in profit, if the system sees something, strong signals from the market that this trade is getting ready to reverse or these profits can be wiped out, it'll just automatically close the trade and exit. Lastly, there's, for this area here, is there account protection settings. And so in addition to being able to manage what you want your risk to be per trade, you're able to specify, look, this is what my overall risk is for my account. And you can do that on a daily, with a daily input. So there's an input to say you can specify daily loss limits or daily profit targets. So you may say, you know what, hey, I'm willing to let the system trade here. I'll use this example with 1% of my account risk per trade. But my overall tolerance is no more than 5% a day. That means if we just had a horrible day, the market just completely went against us, no matter what we tried, then the worst you're going to walk away with is a 5% loss. And you're able to specify whatever that is. If yours is tighter than that or larger than that, that's up to you. You're also able to specify profit targets and being realistic and saying, hey, you know what, if we're having a great trading day and I reach a 5% profit of my account or a 10% profit of my account, I'm satisfied with that. You can put that into the system, and the trading system, Akeelah, will automatically monitor your trades. And so if you get to that profit target, it'll automatically close all trades, stop trading for the day, and say, hey, congratulations, your daily profit goal was met. I've stopped trading and got you out of the market. And that itself is going to be a huge benefit, because that over trading, and if you talk to anyone who's been trading for any significant period of time, they'll tell you countless number of times that they've been up big in profit. Hey, if I made $500, $800, $1,000, $20,000, whatever their number is, and they continue to trade, and at the end of the day, either walked away with very little or nothing, or maybe even possibly a loss on that day because they did not have sense enough to know when to stop trading and have the insight and the foresight to understand that the market will be here tomorrow. Again, this Forex market where we're trading in has been operating for years, for decades. And so it's not going anywhere tomorrow. If you make some good profits today, take them today and come back and play again tomorrow. Okay. So those are all the elements that the trade manager does. Some things that we include for those who are interested in our trading system. We include support on setting up a Forex account if you've never created a Forex account, if you don't understand that. Again, the Forex system is a very reliable system, worldwide system, been used for decades, and it's frankly the largest financial system on the planet right now. So if you need help in selecting a broker, there's tons of regulated brokers, no different than if you're trading maybe stocks and stuff and you're using something like a Robinhood or a Webull or a TD Ameritrade. All those kinds of things are regulated brokers. There are tons of regulated, trusted brokers that are Forex brokers. They just trade on a different platform. And so we offer support and help in setting that up if you purchase our system, and also installing the system and setting up demo accounts and live trading accounts. So this is designed to help you better understand how to get started using this system. We offer an hour session and more if necessary, but usually within an hour, one-on-one, one of our team members can get online with you, a Zoom call or something, and help you make sure that you have the settings set up properly, that you understand the inputs in the system, and you can trade and be profitable. So that's also a way to make sure you can ask any questions, get any tips and strategies, and we've got a lot of information on strategies that we have tried and tested on different assets, and so if we're able to help you make any kind of recommendations on things, that's something that we love to do. So let's see. So our overall system, if you're interested in this kind of system or learning more information about it, you can visit our overall website here. This is training.akeelah.io. And so that's part of our learning center. We have an online learning center just to help people understand some of the basic elements of trading in general, not just Forex trading, but overall trading, understanding technical analysis tools. So if that's something that you need that input on. But what we're recommending for you now, that's really not necessary, because our system has all of these capabilities built into it. And so if you find a system like this that you can really invest in and study and put this into action, and you'll see that you can be much more profitable, and most importantly can spend much less time than most other people who have tried Forex trading. Okay, so you can visit our website there. Also, you can contact us via email at contact@akeelah.io to request an invoice or any other information if you have questions on this. But we're going to be posting this video here just as a intro to our system. We've been using the system for months and months now, but we're going to start communicating a lot more and posting several other success videos that you're going to see our system running live. Live trading on live accounts. Some of them are demo accounts, some of them are actual live trading accounts, but we have our system running on an everyday basis, trading multiple assets. There are a few assets that we kind of favor, that I prefer to have the system set up and trade. So we'll be doing a lot of video postings along those lines, helping you to see exactly how this system works. And again, if you're interested, definitely get in touch with us. Okay. All right. So lastly, on this last page here, we're confident that our overall system is going to be a major asset with you. So whether you are, again, considering starting to trade in the Forex market, or whether you've been a Forex trader for a long time already and are just frustrated and aggravated and tired of losing and losing your time, please contact us. Again, our email is contact@akeelah.io. You can also join our Telegram page. On Telegram page, it's just Akeelah Official, and you can jump on there. We post videos on a regular basis there, so you can see videos of our system running live, and you can jump on there and ask questions and things like that. And lastly, if you're interested in our learning center or to get some of the payment options, the different levels of our system that are available, you can join us at training.akeelah.io. Okay, all right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay blessed. See you next time.